This is just for console really players. It's the best tips that I have ran into. What I do. I try to do on a weekly basis is clean my PlayStation and rebuild its database. It helps them massively, but I haven't done it for I think 4 weeks, so I'm gonna try and do it monthly instead because I feel like every week would just be would be overkill. So you should do it. You should do it once a month, personally, and every 2 days, 3 days a week or something. You should clean your area that you sit as well. If it gets dirty, I do mine basically. I have to do it quite a lot because where I sit is also bring the dogs. My dogs bring in a lot, so or whenever I close the door, they don't bring in anything because they can't. It's my favorite little part is when I don't have to have the door open. So that's the downstairs, and you also want to have a fan on. I would do just to keep it all colder in here, and helps your PlayStation as well. If you can hear my PlayStation, it's probably because it's not used to it yet at the moment, and hopefully it'll get used to it a little bit later. I'm just quickly setting up my Switch so I can watch chat. So, won't be long. Okay. But these are all my console tips that I've done myself. Um, Now it loads, thank you. Been wondering what was in the shop. And I used to have the sim remote. Um, uh, we're gonna load into creative for some of the stuff as well. Or we're gonna do most of it in creative. I found that if you have this on like a 5 or 6, I find that you can see a little bit better into Storm, a tiny bit though, not massive, but I feel like you can see it. It might not be true because I couldn't test it with the player, because then they would have had they would have had to have at least 3 or 4 people in there, let them kill the two, and then do that. You want to have well, you can learn to use triple bonds, but I mean you can learn to use edit select confirm instead, but I edit with edit on release personally, and then you want to change it. You should change these out. You should put these as, and I've found setting R as jump is really good, and setting this is how I have my little setup. And I have my edit line on L3. That's well the best I've found it for a non-claw player. Now it says I hate how I can't crouch now properly. I've added rotate, but I never use it, so that's the downside. But if you want other good keybinds, instead of having this as confirm, you could set let me get over here. I'd say you should set this as confirm, but it's not my confirm anymore because I've changed it to that. I'm gonna change this so it's place. So whenever you've got like you want to play out your trap, just put a launch pad down, instead of touching your damn it. Now I don't even remember the name of this. Touchpad. How did I forget that? You might want to put your brightness up on max. This helps you spot llamas, but on console it's a little bit harder, I find. You can still spot them from far range, but you've got to be like trying to pay attention and look. Then if you go for linear, and then your sense feels too high, too low, you might want to just change these. And then if this feels too slow, your edits or builds, turn one of them up or down. That's the best way I've ever always found. I quite mix around from what I'm at right now to like this one being at 100 and this one being at 95. But since I've changed to what is it? How much is my gap now? I've got a 6 gap, so I'd change it to 94. These are just like my tips though. HUD scale, I used to have it at like I think 6. Yeah, I had it at 65 before, but I've turned it up to 80 because I feel like it helps your spots pay attention more to your health. I found. I'm gonna try and make this a long one, but don't know yet. And if you ever try keyboard and mouse, I don't know what you'd want, because I don't play keyboard and mouse that often. Or if I do, was planning on learning it so I could edit and everything on it or better. Was gonna try, and then to try to help. I don't know if it really helps, but I've been trying to learn to play smooth. I'd not typed up any videos in case there are videos and I might type them up, but no, I never have typed up a smooth video. But try and play like a little bit. Try and play smooth a little bit more, because then you will control your. I feel like you can. I feel like I control my sense whenever I try to play a little bit more smooth. Why does it sound like gold? Infinite gold. Yeah, I messed up. Oh well. But if you decide to use my keyboards, you want to learn how. You want to practice your resets, because whenever I'm editing, I sometimes don't tap this in time. I tap it too early. But there, I didn't even tap it, and I tapped it too early, way too early, and then you never confirm. Or you just tap it way too early, and then you just tap it a second before you tap reset. But you want to practice like your resets and edits over. From what I know, what BH Reloads does is what I would recommend with how he's put a video that's tells you how you could get better at editing. Personally, I never did that way. I basically just practiced until I got it down, and I was a little bit off with that one, I think. Messed it up. But to get a little bit better is to basically just try and practice like your douche. Like, I am trying to learn how to do that every time. Like, so whenever I can do corners like that, and then edit down douche, and just keep on doing it like that instead. Personally, I need to start. Oh, damn it! I need to start trying to practice my building a little bit more, because right now I've just been trying to practice where I move. I'm not the best at building, but if I ever come up with tips, I will probably share them. I'm gonna try and upload like tip videos as well for those who are on console. Because if you're on PC, you kind of you don't really know if they're gonna work that well, even though some of them do work. Just most of the people that do them aren't on console. But you want to basically just practice stuff like more than most people would. You would wanna you wanna do like right now. I need to start learning to do that and side jump, but for some reason I can't side jump it with my new keyboard. Like whenever I try to jump, I'm jumping too late or doing something wrong. Like, that's the first time I've done one. Like when I start, for some reason I was able to just do that, and that I was able to do it like twice in a row normally. But make sure you practice your side jumps at all times. Try to practice them, because they're literally more important, I find. I don't. I messed that up. But at the same time, you do want to practice your edits more than most people would probably tell you to. Because editing, I feel like, is going to be much more important than building a little bit, but at the same time, damn it. There's a few things though that whenever you're doing 90s, I recommend putting down a floor every time, just because if I just went for 90s like this, I find it more harder to do 90s like this, because I'm always doing placing all thing, but people that do 90s like this I'm pretty amazed with some of how they can do it like so without play, even though it's so much more easier to do it with like a little placement of 10 mats extra. But I'm thinking of trying to learn to do a type of 90s like that where I'm just jumping onto every corner, but instead of placing the wall. Damn it, I was having oh my god. But whenever you're like in build battles, you wanna, god damn it. But when you're in build battles, I try to always do, oh damn, I'm messing up. Not the best though, with build. I need to start practicing my build mechanics with the building. Like personally, I need to start trying to do 90s that way, just because I feel like they're gonna be a little bit quicker, even though I'd have to check my 90s speed every time. Like at some points I will do a high wall, douche, then just do that. Edit. I don't think I've done it in a build battle. That's like I only ever do it whenever I'm like in the middle of a build battle. I'm like going for a side jump. I usually do it. I find I do that more, just because then they think that when you complete it, they're gonna think that you're gonna continue going and just pump a little second earlier than they want. And you want to also, there's one map that I love how this is part of the map. And I want to start adding this to, I would like it if I added custom edit crosshairs, because this would make it so much more easier. Or gave us like a little option. Because Flea's edit dictionary, I try doing it like on a little daily basis, but I'm not the best at it. And then you also want to do you want to do like onto these maps as well. These are some of my favorite maps that I try to do all the time. I've shown them off in the video, but a live stream. But this is just like I'm actually, before I forget, there's this one that I've been wanting to do, but I never remember to do it. There it is. Now the code is that. Oops, damn it, 2. One 589. Did I? Nope. It's 98. I don't know why I just took the long way for that. And hopefully that's the code. Yep. This is what I've been needing to do. Now I've entered that code, I can enter it later. But make sure like you wait for these worlds, because then your ping will go back down to its average. Like you want to wait for all the worlds to load in. These all over 3 of them have loaded in, but no, we're just gonna wait for this one. Then you can see I'm going down with ping, but it's going up at the same time and going down. And as soon as it's done, like I'm back it down to like 4 with a stable. I'm in there. Well. So ping. These are all the maps that you should always play. I feel like. What's the downstairs? I wish that you want to practice this one more. I'd say. My friend is really lucky that I have. That I think I don't have his. I don't know. I don't think I've given him a nickname on it. But whenever you're on console, well, you know, it's I don't know if it's all of you will need to, but I've put that at 70, and then as soon as I put it on my reticle, it's on the middle base, closest I can get it. And if I turn it up to like the 4, it's too low. Like how he said to, and then if you put it like 1 lower, it's too high. On my console, I have to have it at that, so I always have it at 70. You can see 70 in that. Then I would recommend see how it's doing. I would recommend starting off with black just so it's a lot more easier. Then edit how it's going. Oh, I'm getting an invitation from someone I haven't played with in forever. Oh god damn it. You also want to practice like doing the corner part, because if you don't go there, it's so much more longer. But you want to basically just practice your edits like this. You want to do so, not all of them. But this is what you want to do though. Basically do these. This is just, you want to do all these, I find. Personally, I need to get rid of it. When you before you also, whenever you do this map, like before I forget, the one thing you want to carry these two, I say more. Like not edit downs. I think it's wait, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's edits down. Yeah. Whenever you're doing this, because it's down in the middle, you should see it later when we get down here. Alright. Damn it, I was hoping I could double. But you can still get as fast as players like. If you type VH Drum, from what I know, he's been given the title fastest editor on console. That's where you would have to use. That's why I say you'd want to use 2. And whenever you're doing this, you're gonna mess up a little bit, probably if you start with this one. Like personally, I'm not the best at this one, but I can do it here and there. That's the thing. I want to start practice. I need to start practicing this map on a daily basis, just so I can get better. Same with box fighting map, the part 2 or version 2 by Radar. But if you don't met, like if you're able to move your fingers faster, you could reset, select, reset, select. Like personally, I would love to get a PC just so I could literally edit faster. But that's the thing. I wanna see how fast I can get on console, and then if I do ever start getting quite famous, I will buy a PC, and then and then if I'm making enough, I'll probably get go to edit and edit, go on to edit properly, and then do stuff like that. Really. Oh. Like, I recommend not doing it that way, but doing it so you're corner, then reset, corner, reset. But you want to make sure, because then you can, because that edit I feel like it's gonna be a lot more helpful. But you still should, like, still when you're going down, edit like that normally. But like, don't do the same thing constantly, but this is, I would say this is the best way to learn a lot more editing. Like, I've gotten friends that are doing this now more. But you basically want to do this, so whenever you're doing this, and then if when you think you're good enough, you can just start playing. Even if you, wait, I'm actually gonna see how good I can do my edits. I'm gonna go with mid, and just do this one. Actually, I'll just practice. But personally, I don't think you should start doing like just edits like that with no reticle, because the reticle, you're gonna be making a lot more movement. I feel like if you do it with no reticle, but if you can do like with zero movement, no matter what, like normal movement, as little movement as possible, then yeah. Alright, back to hub, and I'm gonna go into my favorite one that you should do to learn to reset better. If I can get up the, well, this one is the best, I say, to practice your resets. There it is. The one that we have to go to. Perfect, it didn't spawn us in one of the other face one. This is my favorite one out of all of them. I want to set it up to the lowest point. You can see. Man, you got this. This is the thing, like, if you know where they are, but if you don't mess up, you can literally, I'm messing up a lot. Like, you want to start off with that, I'd say. Where's the downstairs? You want to start off at that one, I'd say is the high. I don't know if, I think I'm pretty sure that one's the highest. You want to like pack the small stuff, but that's the thing, you want to practicing that one, all of those ones on the shotgun aim facility. But if you want to like practice your horizontal, vertical, I would recommend this map. I need to go into this one so I can favorite it. I like how I'm hitting 88 frames. That's the thing as well, you'll hit like a higher frame rate whenever you clean your PlayStation after a month and rebuild the database. And it's so much more helpful having that extra frame rate, even though you have even if you have a TV that's really not meant for anything higher than 60 Hertz or FPS. Just because I'm dumb and I didn't decide to grab shotgun. That's the thing, you would want to practice this. Then you want to practice your... So whenever someone's... You always want to practice your... You want to hold out your builds and then just immediately, even if you're on console, it still works pretty good. As soon and plus, it's so much more better though. Learning all the way. You want to learn as much as possible though. You also want to learn how to shorten your jump, but how much you've seen. I don't have anyone that could help show how much, but that's how much basically I'm getting shown is barely anything. And if like someone's like really far back, you can even, I'd say you can get around here before it does anything. Actually, I'll go and check because I think I saw a shotgun. This is if there's a shotgun, oh, that'll work. And don't think I saw shotgun in this one. Oh, there it is. Really. Alright. But this is quite a good way to shorten your number of peaks. You can see it's like it's a major difference. Like from there, that's how much is basically been shown. I'd say I'll have to check one more time real quick. Yeah, but right about there. So if you're like facing him, if you're in a box like this, and they've literally got it up there, that's how much of them that's showing. That's the thing, I'm gonna try and hit where that is. I'll try and get down as low as possible. Yeah, well this is where you would be. So, to hit someone from over here, you literally am gonna be right there. So you're basically not showing at all. That's one of my tips that I use. I try to use as much as possible. You want to basically just get as far back as possible. You want to move. I say moving like a little bit more like that is massively helps. Like just not sitting like that. Or like you want to move back and just. But at the same time, you wanna. But you get a lot less. So but unless they're like here, I don't think you can still hit them barely. But just check. Yeah, you can still hit people, and they're barely showing. That's a major thing. I don't know I need to type up who the best and see if best peanut butter peak is. Who owns that title at the moment, and see if they have got even smaller than mine. Whenever I'm doing it in like a box finder map, I'm always like getting as low as possible. I'm trying to like even up here. But well, let me see how low I can get. I'm trying to get low. Oh, but if you look around, you can get so much more smaller peaks. Like even I feel like doing that would let you get you a smaller peak. Now, I'm gonna check how small you can get. That's the thing, you've got to be quick though. With this, you kind of wanna. I don't know what you'd want to do, but that's what I feel like that would be so helpful just doing something like that. If I could edit a little bit better, that'd be great. Oh, I missed one of them. Oh, I missed that one. I'm almost done though, and I'm gonna end this stream here. This is gonna be just like short for now, because I'm gonna go join some friends, and then I'm thinking of doing a longer one later in the night, after like before I have to go to bed and jump off. I'll try and do at least a few hour one. I'll try and start up after my dinner. Hopefully we have dinner exactly at 6, because then at like 6:30, 6:20, somewhere around there, I'll try and finish early. But if I'm unlucky, we might have dinner like 7 or something later, or not even. We might have to make our own for the night. No. Oh well. Back to Hub. I'm gonna add this real quick. And thanks for watching the stream, or the end of this whole entire video basically. But you want to use these 4 maps that I've entered. These are, I would say, would be the best ones to enter and use. And then you want to make sure this is how you want to fit. This is how I fix it. This is how you can fix it. It's how I fix mine. But if you don't do it like how I do it, then no matter how many times you go down, you're never gonna go far. As well, this is just a little glitch that I've figured out how to basically fix it. Is do that. That's all you need to do, is just open it up, not touch anything, and then go over after a few seconds, and voila. And then a second later, this doesn't work. But if you give that time to disappear first, it should disappear. There we are. See? Once that disappears, it doesn't pop up once, and you're fine. Alright, GG guys. Like and subscribe if you were impressed, or if you enjoyed the video, any of those. I want to try and be a lot more better at my edits and builds and aim. But I'm still working on a montage. I did get a few good clips, but I don't know if I got the clips that I had recorded by net. I don't know if I recorded them and got them. It was with someone that was started season 1, I think, but I don't know if I have the clips saved. Alright, GG guys. Have a great rest of your night or day. Well, afternoon, either one of them. And I'm gonna leave creative at the same time. GG guys. See ya.